Alright, let's get into another haul. I know, it's like a week after the last haul, and it's on a Wednesday, but no comics. One novel, hardcover novel, and a bunch of Blu-rays. So this is only half of my Amazon order. The other half, it's actually broken into thirds, because one thing was out of stock and it just got in stock. But those I'll just show next week. This is all stuff that I've wanted for a little while. So, the only book, Star Wars Scoundrels by Timothy Zahn. It's a first print hardcover. They had it in stock. They still have some EU novels in stock. I mentioned this yesterday in Tuesday Treadmill Talks. But yeah, it's so weird to find novels like this. So I'm, of course, buying them up. At least the stuff I don't already have. So let's get into the Blu-rays. I got another copy of Prometheus because I had to send my last copy back Monday because it was defective. So hopefully this is a good copy. And I can finally finish showing Caitlin this series so we can go see Alien Covenant in, I think, 2 months. Month and a half. Yeah, it's more like month and a half now. Because this month's already halfway over. So let's get into these. Got Django Unchained. A Quentin Tarantino movie I didn't own. So that was cool to find. Edge of Tomorrow, or now known as Live, Die, Repeat. Found this in like the cheap TV series bin at Best Buy. This is the first season of Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles, which you can't find anywhere now on Blu-ray. But now season 2 is getting difficult to find, so it'll be difficult to find that. Something I watched today, 300: Rise of an Empire. Very interesting sequel. I didn't see this when it came out because I had no desire to see this. I'm kind of glad I saw it, though. It was not necessary, but very entertaining nonetheless. A triple feature I've wanted for a little while. 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later. I had a copy of 28 Weeks Later, but it's got ruined and doesn't play anymore. So, and that was a DVD I bought from Blockbuster when Blockbuster was going out of business. So, yeah, got that. Double feature. Next, another one of the Monster Mayhem Blu-rays. This is The Mummy, and it's the Hammer Mummy with Christopher Lee, and I think Peter Cushing as well. I really like these Monster Mayhem covers, these little slip covers. So yeah, now I have The Mummy. So I pretty much have all the ones I want. There's a few others. I think they did the remake of Clash of the Titans and sequel and Queen of the Damned, but I really don't like those movies at all, especially Queen of the Damned. If you wanted to see a sequel to Interview with a Vampire, that technically is it. Okay, let me explain for those of you who don't know. Like, my girlfriend didn't know this. Alright, Queen of the Damned is book 3 in those Anne Rice vampire novels. That the first one was Interview with a Vampire. Interview with a Vampire is an okay movie. I'm not a big fan of it. I kind of blame it for Twilight being a thing, because that's what led to that. But Queen of the Damned is technically the sequel to Interview with a Vampire. It really isn't, if I can remember Queen of the Damned properly, because I saw that first. It's terrible. It's really, really bad. Has a decent soundtrack, and that's literally all I remember about it. But let's get into something that's a good movie. The last movie I picked up, Taxi Driver, the Martin Scorsese movie. On Blu-ray, it's the 40th anniversary. I've been meaning to pick this one up for months now. And so yeah, that's my haul for this week. next week I'll have another one with some more big things in it. Also, I don't know if y'all can see this, but that's the new Blu-ray shelf. Part of it. It doesn't have all the shelves in it, but, you know, that's also in there. Anyway, have a nice day.